Today we're going to be doing spring makeup. I'm really excited. Sun's out and I want to do a fresh and lightweight makeup, basically enhancing our own features. So yeah, let's do it. First thing that I'm going to do is hydrate my skin. I don't want to see anyone putting makeup on with dry skin. Please don't make me cry. A really hydrated base is going to ensure that the makeup applies and looks glowy from within. It will also avoid dry patches and everything will just run smoothly. Let's just say that. I like to do this thing where I use a toner before a moisturizer and not only a moisturizer, because I do feel like this sinks into my skin a lot better. Not a lot better, but a lot deeper. Then my skin stays hydrated for longer. So after I'm done with my toner, I'll go in with a moisturizer. The toner was from Tier. This cream is from L'Oreal. I really like this. It's such a simple but effective cream. It absorbs into the skin quite quickly. You don't have to wait a lot before putting your makeup on. I think it's really nice. Okay, well, this sinks a little bit. I'm going to do my brows and curl my lashes. This way we don't waste any time. I love this lash curler, but I do think it's like the thingy here, it's very used, I think, and I don't know, I think I have to replace this, to be honest. So for the lashes, I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but I like to make them skinnier. I don't pluck them or anything, but I'll do it with my brow gel. I'm not going to run you through my brow routine in depth, but if you want to see it, I have a tutorial on my TikTok. Okay, the brows are done. As you can see, they are a little bit thinner. It's nothing crazy, just a tiny thing. But yeah, let's continue. It's spring already, and I know we should be doing SPF every single day of the year, but especially now. So I'm gonna do this L'Oreal Bright Reveal Tinted Glow. It's like a SPF with tinted glow. It doesn't have that much coverage, but the glow is really nice. It has a tiny little bit of color to it, but honestly doesn't cover anything. Like, it's very sheer, but as you can see, it gives such a nice glow. I'm obsessed with it, and this is probably not enough product for it to fully protect you from the sun, so I would recommend you to apply SPF before this anyways. So for a little bit of more coverage but still keeping the base very lightweight, I'm going to go in with some skin tint. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I love this with all my heart. This is probably my favorite skin tint ever. It's just super lightweight, has just enough coverage for me, like even out my skin tone. This is just perfection. It's super hydrating as well, so just everything. I do not mind if redness still shows through or my acne or anything. I prefer to put coverage just where it needs to be with some concealer, like what I'm about to do right now. I'm gonna grab my NARS Radiant Cream Concealer and just apply where I actually need it, because you don't need coverage everywhere, you know, just see it in certain areas. Would conceal a little bit. Under my nose I always have some redness, even on my nose, so I'll just put a little bit. I'll just do here. Yeah, just anywhere that I feel like I need some extra thing. But as you can see, I only need in these areas, and you probably do too. Like, you don't have to put a full coverage foundation to cover everything. Just do everything in layers and you'll be fine. And just with tapping motions and a dense brush, I just tap it out and it's just gone. Like, everything's just gone. Okay, so for the under eye concealer, I personally prefer to do something very sheer, lightweight, and very hydrating. This is going to ensure that my under eye doesn't crease, but also because I don't need that much coverage, or I don't mind that my dark circles peek through. Like, I don't mind, like, at all. But if you have more hyperpigmentation, or if you have more dark circles, you can always color correct and then apply a thin concealer rather than putting a heavy full coverage concealer. It's always better to work in thin layers than put something very thick. That's gonna crease, like, for sure. Everything is gonna crease. Like, every product is going to crease if there are creases. That's just how it is. There's just nothing to fully fix it. You can just improve the appearance of it, you know. Just for demonstration, I'm gonna do a color corrector first and then the concealer, because I just launched new color correctors and I have a peachy one and a pink one. I don't really know which one to use. I think I'm gonna go for the peachy one, because the pink one might be more brightening than correcting for me, which it's also fine. Like, it just depends on what you're looking for. If you want more brightening effect, go for pink. If you want to color correct, go for something that's similar to your skin tone. Just give them a try. It's actually my first time trying them. With your color correctors, you want to apply the tiniest bit, like just that, and then just blend it out, really focusing where you actually need it. Sometimes you won't even need a concealer if the color corrector is super spot on you, and I do feel like that's happening to me right now, but I'm still gonna put some concealer on because I want more brightness. Is that a word? I'm not sure. First we cancel out wherever the darkness that we have, and then we can go in with concealer. I'm not gonna put that much because we already corrected, so this is just going to be to kind of brighten. I love this concealer from L'Oreal. It's the True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. It's super lightweight, incredibly lightweight. If you're looking for coverage, maybe this is not for you. But if you want something very lightweight, oh, I love this. I'm going to tap this in. Time to bring some warmth to the skin. So let's use a little bit of bronzer. This one's from Say Beauty. Adore this one. It melts into your skin. But I'm not gonna apply it directly into my skin. I'm gonna put it here. Let me show you why. I'm gonna grab my bronzer brush. I'm gonna pick it up. Yeah, I'm going to distribute this really well into the brush. This way, when we apply it to the skin, it's basically already blended for us. See, you basically don't have to do anything, just tap it in. This way we make sure there are no harsh lines or anything like that. It honestly, the brush just does all the work for you. Makeup, it's all about working smarter and not harder, to be honest. And I know it's very tempting to just go in because it looks easier. But if that doesn't turn out well, if it doesn't blend out well, then fixing that is going to be more complicated. Taking this extra step is gonna save you a lot of issues. It just looks flawless. It just looks perfect as soon as you apply it. I'm just bronzing up my nose because I don't really like to contour or anything. Bring it down a little bit. We're gonna do the same thing with the blushes. I'm gonna use two blushes to do kind of like an ombre effect. First, I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty. It's one of the new shades. It's called Sunset Lychee. It's kind of like a very bright coral. I'm gonna apply it here as well. I don't really mind that there's bronzer in my hand because honestly, that's just going to melt it together even better. I'm just gonna grab it with my brush, work it into the brush, like don't be afraid to tap a lot. And now I'm gonna apply this more on the apples of my cheeks. And as you can see, I don't really have to do that much, just place it where I want to place it and tap. Oh, I'm actually loving this color. I wouldn't usually go for something like this, but for spring I felt like, well, I'm gonna apply a little bit more. Same thing, work it into the brush, then tap. Ooh, gorgeous color. I'm gonna bring it on my nose a little bit. Don't worry, I know it's not fully blended, but just trust the process. Now, same thing with the other blush. This one's a little bit darker and it's kind of fuchsia, so it looks really intimidating. With the same brush as well. Integrate it into the brush. We want a very even coat of it. Now I'm gonna apply it a little bit higher up to do that ombre effect. Bringing it a little bit onto my eyelid and a little bit here to make everything feel more cohesive, and a little bit on the nose as well. And now to make everything melt together, I'm gonna grab my foundation brush with the leftover foundation that we have, or skin tint, and I'm just going to run it around the blush to make that transition between the blush and the rest of the makeup very seamless. If you feel like you've put too much, you can even go a little bit over it, very lightly, very gently. And look at this difference. How well integrated is this compared to this? This is just a little more punch. Before setting, I want to melt everything with the MAC Fix Plus. Even if it says setting spray here, it's not really a setting spray, it's more of a mixing spray. It melts your makeup together, if that makes sense. Freaking love this stuff, it's super refreshing. And you can actually feel your makeup becoming just one. It honestly makes it look so much more natural. Let's do the eyes while we let this dry down. I'm gonna do the eye look that I've been doing non-stop, because I just love it so much. I think it's a very me spring eyeshadow. I love cool tones. and spring is more of like bright color. But I think this eyeshadow stick in this color in particular, the perfect in between for me, because it's pink and I rarely do pink, but it's like a cool tone, very light kind of pink. I don't know, I just think it looks really nice. Let me show you. Plus it's super easy to do because it's the creamiest eyeshadow, obviously in a stick form, so you can just apply it like that all over, and then with your finger just blend the edges. And that's it. How long did that take me? Nothing. It might look like I'm wearing nothing, but it actually makes the nicest difference, like subtle, and it's just a little something. I love it so much. I love it. This is the L'Oreal Paris eyeshadow stick in the shade 245 Alluring Rose. This shade is everything. Everything. I'm going to run it through the lower lash line as well. So that's for eyeshadow, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of tight lining, then bring it out a tiny bit and smudge it with the other end, because I just want a little bit of dimension. I don't want an eyeliner or anything, and this is just super easy to do. Like, you need zero skills for this. And now you have a little bit more dimension than on this eye. Very easy, very quick. Honestly, you don't need anything fancy for this. Like, it's just very straightforward. Let's do some powder before the mascara. The other day I decided to try a new powder. Worst decision of my life, honestly. Like, it had some like glow to it. I think it had mica in the ingredients, and that's a very glowy ingredient. And yeah, why would you want glow where you want to actually mattify? So I obviously am back to my Huda Beauty. Like, nothing beats this powder, to be honest. I'm just going to apply a little bit on the center of my face, mattify a little bit and set. But I still want to keep the majority of the glow in this area, so I'm not gonna apply any there, just under my eyes, on the upper lip. Very important. Like, now we can do mascara, otherwise the powder can get stuck in the mascara. Okay, before we finish with the lips, I need to do my Faux freckles. Like, as soon as the sun's out, I'm bringing my first freckles out. Just love them so much, and I have not a single one. Very sad. So I just paint them on. What we're gonna do. The key to make them really natural, just paint a few over there, and then just repeat them many times as you need. But don't forget to be quite random. You can even place some on your eyelid, here on your temple, because when people have freckles naturally, they don't just have it here, they have them everywhere. I'm gonna do beauty mark on here, and I think that looks really cute. For the lips, I'm going to do Kylie Cosmetics in Stone. This is a really nice cool tone lip liner. This is a really nice shade to contour your lip. Now let's bring back a little bit of color to it. The new Fenty lip oil. To be very honest, I will personally go for this, okay? Because I'm a sucker for brown lips, but I know people will probably go for something like this. This is shade Fussy. It has really nice sparkles. I don't know if the camera's catching it. This formula. If you like the glosses, you're gonna love this. Oh, stunning. I think I love it. Why do I feel like I need more blush? I always feel like once I'm done with the face, I have to add more blush. It just disappears. Is it just me? Or, I don't know. I'm gonna do some MAC Cushion Blush in shade Grand. Kind of like a peachy, corally shade. I'm just gonna go over. Just adds a little extra pop. Cute. Okay. Okay. We're done. This is the full makeup. Is it giving soft glam? I don't know. But we honestly don't have that much product. Like, it's not a glam. It's just a little bit of something. But anyways, I think it looks really, really cute. This eyeshadow is to die for. So yeah, this is the final look. Hope you learned something and hope you like it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions at all, and if you want me to do any other specific makeup tutorials, just let me know and I will do it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.